I am now absolutely petrified of everything, including the fact that it's now raining and I have to drive home. I've just seen Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm not driving anywhere until it dries up. Let's talk about it. G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So tonight I saw Final Destination Bloodlines. This is the latest supernatural horror film directed by Zach Lipsky and Adam Steen. And this is the sixth Final Destination film in the franchise after Final Destination 5 back in 2011. What's this one all about? Caitlin San Giovanna, she plays college student Steffi, who inherits her grandmother's premonitions about collapsing towers many years ago that saves her entire family, which is great. And her grandmother did save the entire family and the families of many others. But that is all going to change because death is not going to stop. Oh no, just because you don't fall out of a massive tower doesn't mean your family or your ancestors are gonna get away with it. So this film very much picks up the mantle of those other films where it's all about who is going to die in the most creative way. This is real horror fun. If you enjoy seeing people die in extremely creative ways, this is what this is all about. This was developed by John Watts, who did the Spider-Man films, actually, and is the last film starring the person who's been in a lot of the Final Destination films and also the Candyman films, Tony Todd, who unfortunately passed away late 2024. This was actually his final film, and the directors of this knew that that Tony wasn't very well, so they actually gave him their blessing to say whatever he wanted to say to the fans as the final line for his character as he walked out of the scene. And it's very emotional, and it definitely does set the scale for things as we move through the movie. And it's a really touching scene. You can see he's not very well, and his dialogue is actually great in the scene, and a really lovely send-off for a man who had over 250 credits to his name. A really, really lovely way to go. But how does the rest of the film stack up against the other Final Destination films? Well, I've forgotten how much fun these films are. You know, they really are a crowd experience. And obviously people acknowledge that because tonight, being a Wednesday night, the cinema was absolutely packed on a rainy midweek night, and the cinema was packed full of people of actually all ages, people who obviously have started with the Final Destination franchise. I think it started like in the very early 2000s and right through to now. So, you know, you've got a good lineage of 20 years, 25 years worth of films right there, and people obviously really enjoy them, and they're a really great fun night in the cinema where you get squishy deaths, where you get, you know, tongue-in-cheek exposition, you know, where you can sort of see where things are going to go horribly wrong because the setup has started and then you're just waiting for the payoff. So it's that whole anticipation for really terrible things happening to characters and who's going to be the next one to die. Although, interestingly enough, in this one, Stephanie's really basically lays it out of who's going to die next. And, you know, we do get a little bit of to and fro on that, but wow, this is a really fun, squishy, entertaining film. And I think the thing with the CG getting to the point where it is now also assisted a little bit with the squishiness of this film, because it's really squishy. It's really good fun. Lots of people had little jump scares. Lots of people made lots of sounds and then laughed afterwards, which, you know, that means they're having a great night out at the cinema. So I really enjoyed Final Destination Bloodlines. The opening sequence of this is really good. It is CG heavy, and there is a few CG moments, but, you know, it's very entertaining. And yeah, it was a really great opening sequence, and the rest of the film is just as entertaining. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. I'd probably give Final Destination Bloodlines a 7.5 out of 10. I had a great night. It was really fun. It was really entertaining, and I walked out with this skip in my step and being afraid of absolutely everything. All right, so go and catch Final Destination Bloodlines if you can. All right, that is it from me for tonight. What is your favorite Final Destination death moment? Love to know. Comment below, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you all next time here in my car, where I'm going to drive after it stops raining because I'm afraid. Okay, good night, bye.